equation. What is that Maxwell equation? Divergence of. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is the screen visible? Whiteboard is visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Divergence of magnetic flux density equal to 0. What is the significant? What is the meaning of this equation? Amma? Please respond, anyone. Please.
Isolated magnetic field does not exist.
Very good. Isolated magnetic field does not exist. That means, once again I will explain. If I take a plus Q charge here, and if I take a minus Q charge here, the electric flux lines are, listen carefully, the electric flux lines are starting from the positive charge and ending at the negative charge. Starting from the positive charge and ending at the negative charge. Starting from the positive charge and ending at the negative charge. Ending at the, okay, now? So this is a plus Q, plus Q. Okay, then if you take a closed surface here, a sphere, a spherical surface. Spherical surface. If you take a spherical surface, imagine a spherical surface around this plus Q. These are electric flux lines. How these electric flux lines? These electric flux lines are leaving from this closed surface. All the flux lines are what? Leaving. All the flux lines are only leaving. That means that if you take at a point P, that means the location of the plus Q charge, all the electric flux lines are leaving. So in that electrostatic field, we can say the net electric flux lines, these are called psi net. The net electric flux which are leaving through a closed surface is equal to that charge enclosed by that surface. In those cases, we can write closed surface integral d dot ds is equal to q enclosed, which is equal to volume integral of rho v d. This is the equation you have seen in electrostatic field. That is indirectly it is a Gauss law. Only the electric flux lines are leaving. Okay. And if you take a closed surface at the negative charge, all the flux lines are entering. It will act as a sink. It will act as a source. Leaving and entering. Source and sink. Okay. But because the electric flux lines are starting from positive charge and ending from the negative charge. These are open lines. These are not closed lines. These electric flux lines are open lines. Okay, na? But if you come to the magnetic field, there is a permanent magnet. Imagine there is a permanent magnet. North pole and south pole are there. How the magnetic flux lines are? How the magnetic flux lines are flowing from north to south. And here I can say single charge in electrostatic field. The charge, mono charge, single charge, either positive charge or negative charge can be available. Separately, the positive charge as well as negative charge can be available. And mono charge, a single charge can exist in electrostatic field. In electrostatic field, suppose if you take a magnetostatic field, here the magnetic flux lines are in this fashion, and this is outside of the magnet, permanent magnet. What about the inside, Amma? What about the inside? Inside, the magnetic flux lines are flowing from south to north.
సార్ స్టూడెంట్ వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నారు ఎలా చేయాలి మనం
Sir. Hello. Sir. Drive నా దగ్గరే ఉంది సార్. So please wait for 1 minute. Durga Prasad, ఎవరు జాయిన్ అవ్వట్లేదమ్మా. You are saying that somebody is joining.
ఎస్ సార్ 4747.
No one is ready to join here. It is not showing. Let him join again. See here. Here, the magnetic flux lines are from north to south here, and internally inside the magnet, these are from south to north. They are from south to north. Okay. Now, if I take a closed surface here at this north pole, closed surface, let us imagine a sphere, spherical one, closed surface. If I take a closed surface here, if I take a closed surface, if I take only at north pole, at point P here, see here some n number of flux lines, suppose three number of flux lines are leaving, and here also the 3 number of flux lines are leaving. So from inside the magnet here, totally the 6 flux lines are entering. So at this particular point, if you observe, whatever the number of magnetic flux lines, these are known as magnetic flux lines. These are continuous closed lines, closed loops. Magnetic flux lines. Magnetic flux lines. Right? That means the total number of living flux lines are 6, and entering number of flux lines are 6. Whatever the number of flux lines which are entering through the closed surface, same number of the flux lines are leaving. Okay, that means the net electric flux lines which are only leaving, the net flux lines will become 0. If you take in this case, only the flux lines are leaving. If you see at that particular point, neither act as a source nor act as a sink, right? So in those cases, mathematically, how can you write here? So if you take a closed surface in the presence of the magnetic field, B dot ds, it becomes 0. Okay, the flux lines which are only leaving, the net flux lines will become 0. And if you apply divergence theorem to this mathematical expression, this mathematical equation framed by using this concept. Okay, na? Suppose if you apply the divergence theorem for this one, we can convert closed surface integral into volume integral. So this can be written as a volume integral of divergence of B into dV, which is equal to 0. As you have taken a closed surface, which becomes a volume. So in this case, volume is not equal to 0. And if volume not equal to 0, to satisfy this equation, this del dot B must be 0. So, what is this equation? This equation is, please respond. Maxwell's fourth equation. This is known as Maxwell's fourth equation, right? Is this concept clear, everyone? Any doubts in this concept? Because here you can't separate this north pole and south pole. In the electrostatic field, monopole can be exist or monocharge. A single charge can exist. But in the magnetic field, you can't separate north and south pole. Even though if you separate north and south pole, suppose there is a magnet called a permanent magnet N and S. If you break this magnet into two pieces, again there is a formation of north and south pole. If you break this, again you will be having north and south pole. You can't separate the magnetic poles. That means isolated magnetic field or magnetic poles. Isolated magnetic poles does not exist. That is the reason. So the same concept can be conveyed by using the Maxwell equation. That equation is known as divergence of B equal to 0. So this is fourth Maxwell equation. Okay. So I already derived these equations in yesterday class. So finally, what are the Maxwell's four equations in electrostatic fields? Maxwell's equations for static fields. What is the first Maxwell equation, Amma? Please. Anybody can respond here. What is the first Maxwell equation? Durga Prasad, are you there? Durga Prasad. Tell me the first Maxwell equation. What chapter? 46, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Tell me first Maxwell equation.
Del cross H equal to J.
That is second one. Del cross H equal to 0. That is second Maxwell equation. What is the third Maxwell equation?
Del cross H equal to J, sir.
The cause is
Sir, your voice is not clear, sir.
hello. Network issue. Please wait. Okay. Now, what is the first Maxwell equation we derived in first unit? Gauss law, point form of the Gauss law.
Del dot d bar is
Please,
equal to rho
anyone
v.
can
A bar
respond.
equal to 0.
Not only 46, anyone can respond.
Del dot d bar is equal to rho v.
Del dot. So very important question, Amma, compulsory. They will ask write the Maxwell's equation static fields. Only these are static fields. In the fifth unit, we are going to
Sir, voice is not clear, sir.
del cross. This is which field, electrostatic field is a conservative field. Del cross equal to 0, it is a conservative field, and it is also known as a rotational field because rotational field. Okay, L dot B equal to 0. The magnetic field or magnetic flux density. The magnetic field B is a magnetic field is a rotational field. It is a what? Which field? Rotational. It is a conservative field. It is a rotational field. Right? Or another name is solenoidal field. Solenoidal means solenoid. What do you mean by solenoid? This is a solenoid inductor. It is a continuous closed loops. Indirectly, magnetic flux lines are a continuous closed loop and they never cross each other. That is the meaning of solenoidal field. The two names given to the magnetic fields. And this comes from Ampere's law, Ampere circuital law, and this comes from Gauss's law. So these are the four Maxwell's equations for static fields. Very important. And these physical concepts also very important. Physical concepts means statement of the Gauss law, statement of the Ampere's law, in terms of curl, in terms of what del operator. Okay, those things are very important. Okay? So after discussing about this del cross E and del dot B, so I am going to use these things and this one also. These equations are going to be used again to calculate the magnetic field intensity H. Okay. By using the concepts called scalar magnetic potential and vector magnetic potential. Okay. So today we will discuss about scalar magnetic potential and vector magnetic potential. Anybody have any doubts in this? Please respond. So we claim no doubts on here. Respond, Abandi. Doubts have level. Okay. Now, let us discuss about magnetic scalar potential magnetic scalar potential and magnetic vector potential. Magnetic vector potential. So magnetic scalar potential and magnetic vector potential. Or it is also known as scalar magnetic. Sometimes it is also known as scalar magnetic potential and scalar vector magnetic potential. So these two concepts are introduced to calculate. The main aim of this one is to calculate magnetic field intensity. Magnetic field intensity. In electrostatic field, we have electric field intensity. We have electric field intensity E and electric potential. Electric potential V. Electric potential V. Yeah. What is the relation between E and V? What is the relation between E and V? Please, anybody can respond. What is the relation between E and V? Are you there? I think you didn't join. 48 Pawan. Pawan hai na 48. Roll number 48. Are you there? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What is the relation between E and V? Can you tell me? E equal to
minus del V.
E equal to minus del V. Very good. That means as this electric field intensity is a vector quantity. So to add the vectors is time taking process. But if you want to add the scalar quantities, it is only arithmetic sum. It is a vector sum. So that the electric potential concept was introduced, which is nothing but a voltage. If we calculate the voltage, we can easily calculate the electric field intensity by using this relation called E equal to minus del V, and where V is called what? Electric potential. Electric potential. Once we calculate the electric potential, we can calculate the electric field intensity, and we used this equation to calculate electric field intensity due to dipole amount. In the dipole, what was the procedure we followed? First, we calculated electric potential due to dipole. What is electric dipole? Two charges, positive and negative charges, which are separated by small distance d, is called a dipole. Due to dipole, we calculated the E at the field point P. In that, we first we have calculated potential due to Q, and later we have calculated potential due to minus Q. Later we add these two potential and we will get a total potential V. Once we obtain the potential V, then we applied a formula called E equal to minus del V. We also written, we derived this equation in mid-examination also. By using the V, we derived the E. So it is easier to add the arithmetic addition is simple, so that they introduced electric potential called voltages. In networks also, voltage concept. Voltage is nothing but electric potential. If you take any circuit, suppose if you take two resistors and there is a source of 10 volts and voltage across R1 is V1 and voltage across this R2 is V2. R1 equal to 10 ohms, R2 equal to 5 ohms. Okay, and if I want to calculate the voltage drop across R1 and R2, how can I calculate? By taking V1 plus V2. Is it a arithmetic addition or vector addition? Please respond. Is it a arithmetic addition or vector addition? Hello? Hello? Arithmetic addition only. As this electric field, suppose if you calculate electric field intensity here and here, do you have electric field intensity here and here? Yeah, obviously. There is a charge. The resistance is a property of conductor. Conductor means it is having plenty of electrons. If there is a stationary charge is available, compulsory there is a electrostatic field or electric field intensity will be there. If you want to get this electric field intensity at R1 and R2, you have to add those things vectorially. I have introduced the scalar quantity is called voltages. The network theory comes from network theory derived KVL. What is the statement of the KVL? Algebraic sum of all voltages. Algebraic sum of all voltages around a closed loop. Closed loop equal to 0. So this is KVL. Algebraic sum of all voltages around closed loop equal to 0. So the work done. Discuss chesam work done here. Moving charge. Yeah, see here. Here what we discussed here, work done in a moving charge. Work done in a moving charge around a closed loop. Around a closed loop is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. This is KVL. KVL for EMF. This is KVL for EMF, and this is also a KVL for EMF. Like in competitive examination, like GATE examination, GENCO EMF, sometimes it's 0. Or closed line integral E dot dl equal to 0. Work done in a moving charge in a closed loop. Closed loop is equal to 0. That KVL derived from this EM concepts only. All entire network subjects derived from EMF only. Right? This is the basic subject for electrical engineering. All the subjects are derived from EMF only. Okay, na? So what I am trying to say is that to make electric potential they have introduced. Water control sectors, cables, and rectifier, speed able rise and capacity. Losses at minimum. Network is not low. In case of drive shooting, the road see higher amount of losses. Please, am I audible? Please respond.
Yes,
Okay.
So, behind this expenses, what we do is that we will get the cost of the system. So, first of all, what is the amount of losses? And due to this losses, what are the
yeah, now come to this point here. The point is that by introducing this scalar potential, we can calculate the magnetic field intensity in Easian manner, H. All these are magnetic scalar potential and magnetic vector potential are used to calculate H only. Let us see one by one. Let us see what is the magnetic scalar potential. Later we will see magnetic vector potential. And before discussing about the scalar magnetic potential or magnetic scalar potential, scalar magnetic potential, which is denoted as Vm, which is denoted as Vm. In this, as I already said that these electric fields as well as magnetic fields both are analogous quantities. Electric field E and magnetic field B both are analogous quantities. In electric field, E and D are there. E is electric field intensity and D is electric flux density. In magnetic field, and B and H are there. H is magnetic field intensity, B is magnetic flux density. Both are analogous quantities. And where B is total number of magnetic flux lines by area, and here D is total number of electric flux lines by area. So there is a similarity in definitions also, right? So as there is a similarity in the definitions, and in the electrostatic field, the relation between E and V is E equal to minus del V. E equal to minus del V. In electrostatic fields, we have already derived. Now, as we already derived the relation between E and V in electrostatic fields, the same formula can be applied here also. What is that formula? H equal to minus del V M. What is the H? H equal to minus del V M. Why? Because E equal to del V, where V is electric potential, which is a scalar quantity, and Vm is also a scalar potential, but in which field? Magnetic field. So from this equation, we can directly write H equal to minus del into Vm. But there is one condition. From the vector calculus, we have some identities. What is that identity here? That identity is nothing but del cross del V is equal to 0. These are identities from vector calculus. Chadivarama vector calculus lo? Please, regular students, please respond. Del cross del V equal to 0, where V is a scalar. Where V is a scalar. And another identity is divergence of curl of A, where A is a vector, which is equal to 0, where A is a vector. That means, suppose if you take any scalar, and if you apply a gradient for that scalar, del V means gradient. After taking the gradient, if you take a curl, then that value becomes 0. You might have proved these things in vector calculus also. And if you take any vector A, and if you apply a curl, after applying a curl, if you apply a divergence, that value becomes 0. These are the standard identities, like commutative law, like that. From vector calculus, these are some identities. So from this, what I am trying to say is that if H equal to minus del V, if H equal to minus del V, then from this equation 1, take this identity del cross del V, where V is a scalar quantity, In this identity, because Vm is also a scalar quantity. In place of del Vm from the equation 1, can I write minus h from this equation? Del into Vm equal to minus h or not? Am I audible or not?
Yes, sir.
Then you should respond, Amma. So here, in place of this one, from equation 1, what I am writing? Del cross, in place of this del Vm, I am writing h, which is equal to 0. As it is equal to 0, then I can write del cross h equal to 0. Del cross h equal to 0. Is it true? From Maxwell's third equation. What is the Maxwell's third equation? Just now I have written. What is the Maxwell's equation? Third equation? Del cross?
Del cross H is equal to J.
J. But from the Maxwell's to define a scalar magnetic potential, which term must be 0, which term must be only when please respond. Only when J equal to 0. A equal to 0, then we can say from Maxwell third equation del potential, that limiting density, current density is 0. Current density is 0 means current density means charges are 0. Charges are almost 0 in which material? Insulating material. That means we can define this scalar magnetic potential only for charge-free region or insulating material Whenever the J becomes 0, to satisfy this condition, the J must be 0. Okay, that is a limitation of which one? Limitation of 2 marks question is important. Limitation of scalar magnetic potential is what? Please respond. What is the limitation of scalar magnetic potential? J equal to 0. J equal to 0. But you may get a doubt, sir. What about in electrostatic field? In electrostatic field, if you define like this, if you substitute E here, then what you will get? Del cross E equal to 0. Is it true or not? Del cross E equal to 0 or not?
Yes, sir.
From second Maxwell equation, del cross E equal to 0. So that we can define electric potential. Electric potential, there is no limitation because it is satisfying the identity of vector calculus equation. These are the standard formulas. In mathematics, in vector calculus, you might have studied about these standard formulas. Okay. So in electrostatic fields, del cross E equal to 0, which is true. But if you come to the magnetostatic field, this is not true. Del cross H is equal to 0. It is not true according to third Maxwell equation. So if you want to define this scalar magnetic potential, the J must be 0. That means the medium or the conductor should be free from the charges, which is nothing but an insulator. It can be defined. If they given insulator, then only we can apply this type of equation, H equal to minus del V M, del V M. Okay, that is the limitation. And one more thing, can you guess what are the units of this scalar magnetic potential Vm? Anybody can guess what are the units of this scalar magnetic potential? Scalar magnetic potential ki units ento cheptara. So from this equation only you can derive. H equal to minus del Vm, where Vm is the scalar magnetic potential. It can define only when J equal to 0. Now I am going to write the units for this Vm, because in EMF the units are very important, and those units can be known from this equation only. What are the units for this H? Ampere per meter. And what are the units for this del? Del ki units ento meeku already chepparu. Sorry?
1 by meter.
Very good. 1 by meter. So LHS 1 by meter is there, and here also 1 by meter. You can cancel out. Then what are the units for the Vm here? Ampere. Okay. So the units for scalar magnetic potential is amperes. Right? So units are amperes. What is the limitation? It can be defined only when J equal to 0. Only when J equal to 0. So this is about the scalar magnetic potential. Scalar magnetic potential. Okay. Now take the screenshot of this and the previous one. ఇది కూడా స్క్రీన్ షాట్ తీసుకున్నామా? Now one more thing is that in electrostatic fields also, here also we have, like in electrostatic fields we have Laplacian equation. In this also we have a Laplacian equation for scalar magnetic potential, that is derived from the Maxwell's fourth equation. What is the Maxwell's fourth equation? B dot B equal to 0. But what is the B here? We know the relation between B and mu is what? Mu into H. So from this, can I write B equal to mu into H? Substitute this value in B. Then del dot mu into H equal to 0. No. So mu into, let us replace H by minus del Vm. Just now you have seen. Del into Vm, which is equal to 0. Now let us take mu out of this divergence and minus also. Divergence of gradient of Vm equal to 0. As it is 0, we can remove this from this equation. What is the divergence of gradient of V? That becomes Laplacian. Del square Vm equal to 0. This is Laplace equation for which one? Magnetic field. What is the Laplace equation in electrostatic field? What is the Laplace equation for electrostatic field? Del square V equal to 0. This is Laplacian equation. In this magnetostatic field, Laplacian equation is del square Vm equal to 0. Okay. So this is Laplacian equation for magnetic fields. Next, as it is a limitation, as this magnetic scalar potential has a limitation j equal to 0. So we are going to define another one called vector magnetic potential. What is that? Vector magnetic potential. Let us see what is the vector magnetic potential, and which is denoted as A. The purpose of defining the vector magnetic potential is to calculate what? H and B only. That is the reason why you are defining these potentials: magnetic potential, vector magnetic potential, and scalar magnetic potential. Okay. Now, before defining this, let me see the identity. Another identity in vector calculus is that divergence of curl of A equal to 0. What is that? Divergence of curl of A equal to 0. This is from vector identities from vector calculus. From vector calculus, we have taken this formula. But let us say this is equation number 1. కొంచెం జాగ్రత్తగా వినండి, ఇదంతా మ్యాథమెటికల్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్ ఉంటాయి మీకు. లింకింగ్ ఈక్వేషన్. What is the Maxwell's fourth equation? What is the Maxwell's fourth equation? Please respond.
Del dot B bar is equal to 0.
Del dot B bar or vector B equal to 0. From these two equations, if you compare, RH side is 0 and del dot is common, and del cross A and B. So by comparing LHS and RHS, can I write B equal to del cross A? Can I write here? Ayuchama? Because these two equations are somewhat similar. This is from vector identities and this is from Maxwell's fourth equation. Okay, as RHS is 0 and del is common, dot is common, and I can write B equal to del cross A, where A is known as vector magnetic potential. What is that? Where A is known as vector magnetic potential. How to define this vector magnetic potential? Definition is vector magnetic potential is defined as its curl of that vector magnetic field gives which one, Amma? If you take a curl for this vector magnetic potential, this is curl del cross A. That gives which one? What is the B? What is the B? Hello? B is
Magnetic flux density.
Magnetic flux density. So it can be defined as, or in such a way that its curl, vector magnetic potential curl gives magnetic flux density. Magnetic flux density. You know? It will give magnetic flux density. Now, tell me the units for this. Units, screenshot this. Take a screenshot of this. So write the units for here. B equal to del cross A. So what are the units for this B? Webers per meter square. What are the units for this del? 1 by meter. Meter square and meter will get cancelled out. Now, what are the units for this one? Weber per meter. Units are very, very important. Okay. This is called vector magnetic potential. Once if you calculate the B here, if you know vector magnetic potential, if you take a curl, you will get the B. Once we get a B, we can also calculate H, because B equal to mu into H. So then H equal to B by mu. So finally, these quantities are defined for calculation of H and B only. Okay. So this is about the Uch potential, vector magnetic potential, scalar potential and scalar magnetic potential and vector magnetic potential. Now, how to calculate this value of A? A. So let me finish this one. A is where A is called vector magnetic potential. 5 minutes lo close chestanamma. Wait for 5 minutes. Vector magnetic potential. Now I am going to compare to derive this formula for A, but in terms of magnetic fields, I am comparing with the electric potential. Electric potential V. Electric potential V. What is the electric potential V? V is proportional to Q, because what is the formula for V? V equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into R. We have already derived the potential formula. And what is the Q here? Q is source for electrostatic field. Source for electrostatic field. So this V is proportional to Q. V is proportional to Q. That electric potential is proportional to the source of that electrostatic field. Here also you can compare here. Can you tell me what is the source of this magnetic field? What is the source of this magnetic field? We already discussed.
Current.
A current element, not only current element, ideal. So as these are some similar fields, magnetic field as well as electric fields are similar quantities, we can also relate as V is proportional to Q, as Q is the source of electrostatic field, as ideal is the source of magnetic field, we can relate this is proportional to A, where A is called vector magnetic potential. Okay, A is proportional to I dl bar, and this V is inversely proportional to 1 by R, because V equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into R. Here also this A is inversely proportional to 1 by R, and compulsory 4 pi will be there. And one more thing is that this A is relates to magnetic flux density. B equal to del cross A kadam, del cross A, and this B is proportional to mu, right? B is proportional to mu into H kada. So that as del cross A equal to B, then this is A is also proportional to mu. A is also proportional to mu. So by using these comparisons, I am going to write the equation for A. So that is nothing but, suppose if you take V equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R, then what may be the dV here? dV equal to dQ by 4 pi epsilon naught R. Due to the differential charge, you will get differential electric potential. Okay, na? So here also, due to the differential current element ideal, the formula also similar amount. That is differential vector magnetic potential. Ideal divided by 4 pi into R, where R is the distance. Okay. Here there is a epsilon naught here. There is a epsilon naught in the denominator. But this vector magnetic potential is proportional to mu. Then here it is directly proportional to mu. So from this is only differential what vector magnetic potential. If I want to get the total vector potential, what should I do? Integration mu v into IDL divided by 4 pi r. This is the formula for which one? Formula for vector magnetic potential. A equal to, I hope you are able to understand here, because we have already derived in electrostatic field. No need to derive again and again, because both are analogous quantities. So finally, let me conclude here. So the vector magnetic potential formula is given by line integral mu v into IDL divided by 4 pi into r. This is for differential current element. If you take a surface current element, this IDL should be replaced by K into ds. It is a volume current element. This IDL should be replaced by J into dV. Okay, as A equal to mu v into IDL 4 pi into r. This is for differential current element. Suppose if you take a differential surface element, how to calculate vector potential? Mu v into K into ds by 4 pi r, because we have already seen what is the differential current and the surface current, line current and volume current, and mu v into J into dV by 4 pi r. For all type of current distribution, we can define this vector magnetic potential. These formulas are very, very important. I will use these formulas later. This is formula for vector magnetic potential. And if you know vector magnetic potential, if you take a curl of A, then I will get B. Once we get a B, then I can calculate H by dividing with the mu. That is the idea behind this. But it is somewhat easier way to calculate the vector magnetic potential. Okay. To simplify the calculation, they have introduced vector magnetic potential. It is introduced because of the limitation of J equal to 0 for scalar magnetic potential. So this is all about vector magnetic potential and scalar